Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be going into a brand overview, more of a brand introduction into the Jade Ceramic product line. One thing I will mention before we get started here is one thing that this Jade product line has in common with the Adams product line here is that they're both under the B&B Blending umbrella. Now the Jade part of it's the professional side of things here, and this is aimed towards the consumer side of things. Now I have the original Jade bottle here because I'm not new to Jade. I've used Jade in the past. I no longer have my Jade Ice in quartz bottles. I gave them to somebody else because I wanted them to test it out at some time. So we're going to give you a quick little breakdown of each individual product. And so let's get started. So the first one going left to right is Jet. So Jet is their graphene spray coating. Again, very similar to the Adams spray coating. Now this is just going to have more solids. So it has an up to 3-year durability claim on here. Again, similar chemistry, very user-friendly. So if you use the spray coatings, you know how user-friendly they are. I applied this to the hood of my car side by side with the Adams Advanced one. And to me, this had slightly better slickness and slightly better hydrophobics. That's just my first initial impressions with the product. Again, I'll be testing this also as we get through the product line here. The next product that we're going to have in discussion here is the Jade Sapphire. Now this is a ceramic coating. Again, they're all polysiloxane. It's just some of them vary whether they have graphene oxide or not. Let's say polysiloxane ceramic coating here. This one is designed for PPF and vinyl wrap, and I did ask if it can be used on matte surfaces. This coating is safe on matte PPF and matte vinyl. You will get a slight sheen. The more solids in these coatings, the more sheen you're going to get. So I did ask that, and it can also be used on plastic trim. And can also be used on clear coat. So this is a 2+ year type coating. That's the durability for this. So it has multiple uses for this product here. I've already used it, hence the white tape. I've applied it to the vinyl of my Camaro, so you'll be seeing that video there shortly. The next one we're going to get into is Jade Emerald. This is another ceramic coating. This evolved from Jade Quartz and Jade Quartz Pro. So again, ceramic coating. Up to 4-year durability, can also be used on trim besides paint, and can also be used as a wheel coating. So again, this has multiple uses in it. We'll get to this eventually, but I imagine it's going to be very similar to quartz. Next is their graphene coating here. This graphene coating has a claimed durability of up to 5 years. It can also be used on wheels besides paint. No mention if it can be used on trim, and no mention if it can be used on matte surfaces. One thing that's going to come up is somebody's going to ask, is it the same product as the Adams graphene ceramic coating? Because I did ask the same question, and the information I received is the answer is no, that the Jade version has more solids in it, even if they do share some similar base chemistry. The Jade one has more solids in the product here. We'll get to this one eventually as well. Next one is Jade Aquamarine. So this is an RV and ceramic coating. Again, this is ceramic based. This one has dual purpose besides marine and RV applications. If you're using it strictly on gel coat, you're going to get about 1 year of durability, up to 1 year. You can also use it on clear coat, so you can get up to 6 years of durability on clear coat. And it can also be used on wheels. I don't know if it can be used on matte surfaces because I was told that this is also the glossiest of all the coatings here. So I probably do a little test spot on matte just in case, but that's aquamarine. I'm actually applying this on my personal car. So we're going to be testing that out to see how it looks. And then the next one here is Jade Obsidian Graphene Pro. So this is the evolution from this. Again, this was a good coating for back in 2020, I think, or 2021 when I bought it. And again, it's evolved to this. This has a durability claim of up to 7 years. It can also be used on wheels besides paint, and you can also use it on matte surfaces. If you're going to use this on matte surfaces, it's just going to give you the most sheen out of all of them and the most darkening out of all of them. This is going to give you the least, and Sapphire is also going to give you the least on there. Other question that's going to come up is somebody's going to ask, or people are going to ask, is it the same product as the advanced one? And the answer again is no. Again, Obsidian has more solids than the advanced one, and Obsidian actually even has more solids than the Adams professional one that you have to go to the Shine Academy for in order to be even considered to be using the professional grade coating from them. So that's Jade Obsidian. I actually coated my brother's truck in this, which is why I don't have that much left. The next one here is Amethyst. So this is, you've already seen me use this. This is their glass coating. Durability, again, this is ceramic based. Durability is 6+ months. And again, that's a conservative rating because, again, the durability from a glass coating is going to vary depending on how often you're going to use your wipers. So if you live in an area where you're going to be using your wipers a lot, you're going to blow through a coating, glass sealant pretty fast. If you live in Southern California like I do, the coating's going to last a long time. So that's the initial overlook of the coatings here. We'll go more in depth as I use these coatings because I've already made videos for these other ones. I'm just making the intro a little later. So I think that's all I have for this. Oh, one last thing. So all these here, other than the glass coating, have the UV tracer. So if I have a UV style light, as soon as I turn on the light, you can actually see the UV tracer activate in the product. Now the UV tracer is there to see if you have even coverage or if you missed a spot. That's what the UV tracer is in there. Really helpful for people starting out with ceramic coatings. You can actually just go over your work and see if you missed any areas. So I kind of show the UV tracer in each individual videos. The only one that does not have the UV tracer, so I'm going to turn both of these around so you can actually see, is the glass coating, which makes sense. You don't need it for glass. So if I turn the UV light, you can actually see that it doesn't act. There's no UV tracer in there because it doesn't reactivate to the light. So again, I will post the information as to what light this is. This is actually the one from the Adams kit. I'll just post the Adams one. I'll post the specs from the UV portion of it. And Adams also makes, I forgot it's got a magnet on here. This light here, which is a swirl finder light, I picked up on Amazon for like $50. I bought it on a whim just to see, because I was going to test these coatings. I wanted to see which UV light is the better one. But I just want to show you that it does have 3 different temperature ranges plus the UV aspect of it, and you can actually see that it will activate the UV tracer with the UV portion. Now, in order for you to use the UV portion, you're going to want to have low light conditions. So you're probably going to turn the lights off in your shop, in your garage, in order for you to see the UV tracer in the product here. So again, that's the overall product overview from the Jade product line. The other thing I do want to mention is if you go on their website, I don't want to, I could probably do this here. So if you go on their website, let me just go on to the Jade. I just did a basic search. You have the ability to register the coating with Carfax. Now, the one thing you're going to want to do, because I have to do this because this thing doesn't work that well sometimes, is you're going to put all your information here, your company name, your email address, your name, your installation, where, you know, all your information of where you installed it, and you're going to give, in this drop down, you're going to choose which coating you used. You're going to need the vehicle VIN number, the make, model, and the mileage. You submit that information, and you're going to get an email back from Jade or whoever does the system that's going to say it was successfully submitted, and they're going to give you a printable form. It's a PDF form, and you can, again, just type it in there with your computer. It's going to ask you for the mileage information. I forget which other things are. Just fill it out. It's real basic, and that's a Carfax form. You give that to your customer, or you keep it for yourself if you're going to just do it for yourself, and you can just give it with the car. So if somebody does a Carfax search, it will show that the car's been coated with one of these coatings here. Again, just pick whichever one here, and maybe we'll go through that exercise when I coat mine on my Camaro, just to kind of show you how this whole system works. But that's the overall product line here. If you guys have any comments or questions on this, go ahead and post down below. I think this, for me, I always enjoyed the Jade product line. I always had success with it, and so these new coating formulations, which took place, it was either late 2022 or early 2023 is when they were all reformulated. I can't recall. I also want to thank Nate and Will for being available. For those of you that don't know, Nate and Will used to be at Gion USA. They are now working for B&B Blending, and so those are my contacts within B&B Blending, and they've been very helpful. I've spoken to Nate on the phone, and I've got a response back from Will via email. So I want to thank them two for being available to kind of just go over any information or any questions that I have on the Jade product lines. I will post their Instagram handles, and you guys can follow them. And if you have questions, reach out to them via their Instagram handles, or I will post their email if you're going to reach out to them. And I'm looking forward to any new products that they have coming out. Maybe I'll test them out, see if I can convince them to send it to me. So again, thanks for watching. I will catch you next one, everyone. Take care.